I know a lot of people may be watching this and they may be like, well, am I Oma Oshun? I don't know if I'm Oma Oshun.
I feel like I always knew I was a baddie because, you know, my mom's a baddie, and when your mom's a baddie, you're gonna be a baddie.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the official Empress, the real official Empress. So, I've been doing, well, I wouldn't say a lot of research, but I've been doing some research, and I've been getting so many downloads of Oshun, yeah, so many downloads. So, my mum sent me a video not too long ago, and the man in there was explaining about the African deities and goddesses and all these things. So I was listening to it in my head.
We between two rivers, and the colors of the school are honey and gold. You probably Oshun. Look at the colors you got on. And let me tell you what Oshun is. Oshun is the divine manifestation of love, beauty, happiness, peace, abundance, joy. Right. Oshun is the energy that makes you want to enjoy your life. It ain't all about working all the time. Sometimes you want to sit back at the beach and just relax, read a good book, make love to your loved one, spend time with the kids. That's her. She's the sweetness in life. That's why honey is her element.
Walking through town, just listening. One man moved out my way and actually bowed down to me. And I thought, So I carried on. And then I've got more downloads. It's like even the gold, the black and gold within my room. I've never really looked into African history in any sort, so I can't really make this up. But there is so much synchronicities, there's so much vibrations, there's so much confirmation, confirmation that I am Oma Oshun. And it's from young.
Have to practice it. They have to stand in a mirror and try to channel it. It's just natural to them. They've always been this way, and they didn't even realize it sometimes. People had to tell them, like, you know, you are very, like, you got a little to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a little ooh to you. Those are the people who would naturally be Oma Oshun.
So I've gone back into, like, my phone and looked at certain pictures just to see, because when we believe something, when we think something, we can have rose-tinted glasses on and we can think, yeah, we are that, or, like, it was never in my path to do so. I didn't actually, I could say I've always been spiritual, but I've never looked into my spirit guides and all of these things till I had my son, to be honest. But the energy with Oshun now, anytime when I was younger, there'd just be water everywhere, water on the floor. My mum always used to be like, why is there always water on the floor? I could be washing up the dishes, I could have got out the bath, the shower, and there'd just be a lot of water all the time. So that's like sign number one. So Oshun is a water goddess, basically. Number two, she's a goddess of love also.
The Oshun is the head of love energy. Who doesn't want that in their lives, you know? And they didn't just learn about Oshun and started trying to channel these energies. I'm speaking about from young, you've always been this person.
My mum and my dad conceived me on Valentine's Day. So I'm born in November. I'm November the 18th, which is also a water sign. So just these little synchronicities, I'm thinking, oh, okay. Then over the last 2 years, I have believed that I have controlled the weather. Because anytime I'm mad, I mean when I'm angry.
Was that a lot of people only focus on the sensual, loving side of Oshun, but people don't focus on that other side. All Orishas have a light and a dark in not a negative way, but dark in like they can use their powers in a multitude of ways. So Oshun is not just associated with the oohs and the ahs. Oshun also has some powers. There's a lot of Oshun stories about her using her powers to free women from chains and bondage and from being taken advantage of. A lot of her using her powers and using her river waters to drown certain people or drown certain energies out of the way, you know, getting them out of the way. So, you know, I spoke on earlier how a lot of people are attracted to Oshun because she's associated with like all things good and sweet, and people don't think about battle and war. But
it just rains and rains and rains. And when I'm feeling okay, the sun comes back out or it stops raining. But when I'm really angry, it will just rain. And then I'll just lie here listening to the rain, and that will calm me in a sense. But it's like, it feels like a storm inside. So it creates a storm on the outside. So my son has saw that happen a few times, and he's like, yeah, you really do control the weather. But I do believe that, but like I'm not like the heart machine or something, so let's just keep that real. But there's just so much synchronicities. Even having my nails, not as now, but prior, I used to have my nails gold tips, always gold tips. Anything gold that I wear would just shine. Anywhere I'd go, people would greet me or want to talk to me, or children are attracted to me.
People who can walk into a room and see a baby and they're not drawn to that baby. You might not be Oma Oshun. People who are naturally drawn to children and drawn to babies. So People who got kids don't even take care of their own kids, baby. You probably ain't no more Oshun. Okay.
I absolutely love babies. When I see a newborn baby, I absolutely love seeing a newborn baby. I love children. Hence why the majority of my old friends made me godmother of their children. So it's just these little synchronicities that I've been seeing, and I'm thinking, hold on, this makes a lot of sense. And there's a lot more downloads, but I'm not going to discuss them all in this video. I'm going to break this video down into parts, but there's so many downloads. Even my son's dad, he's from Oshun State. Yeah, he's a part of the Yoruba tribe, and now there's many different Nigerians. Yeah, but he is Yoruba and from Oshun State. Like, we have to make things make sense. Yeah, and that's my son's dad. And I didn't really want children. I didn't mind looking after children, and I love children, but I didn't really want any of my own. And then it's funny that I've met my son's dad, and he's from that tribe, Yoruba, and I've never really looked into African history, spirituality, anything, so it makes sense. So the next thing with Oshun, she does divination.
Intuition and divination. So oftentimes Oshun will come to people in dreams.
She's very spiritual. I'm an oracle. I have been from very young. I've been able to predict things, dream of things, things will happen. So
It's spiritual. Okay. I have a lot of like spiritual clairvoyance and things like that on my Oshun. People who are dreamers who have very detailed dreams with a lot of messages that usually come to pass. They may be on my Oshun. And
So as of last year, I used to do tarot, but tarot's too deep and dark, and I've saw of a couple of high spiritual people, and they've said no, tarot's no good. So I steered away from tarot, and I went to oracle readings, because it's not what people want to know, it's what they need to know. And I've never misguided someone with my cards, like, because it's just a feeling of intuition, where the cards are just to pick up on that person's energy to give them a download. But I have got other gifts, but I'm not sharing them with you guys, but I've got other gifts. And it's just crazy that Oshun is basically everything that I am and more. So yesterday I had a bath, and I was trying to channel Oshun, like connect and get some confirmation. I said, if I am Oshun or a child of Oshun, give me some signs. While I was in the bath water, do you know when you like open the plug and the water goes down the drain? It was making that sound with me still in the bath. It was just going crazy in the bath. And every time I get into the bath, I get like a ripple of water go up my body, and it goes up to my neck. Yeah, a ripple of water going up. So that's like a hug from the water. So I'm in the bath, I'm channeling Oshun. I thought, okay, I've come out the bath. Guess what colour my towel was? A yellow towel. Like, I can't make this up. And it wasn't planned. So then I thought, I'm not going to go back on TikTok or anything. I'm going to look up some YouTube videos. I've saw Why Are We Obsessed with Oshun? So the clips of this woman that I'm putting in the video, she is what I saw, the first video. So she gave me a lot of confirmation. So also, echinacea. Yeah, echinacea is one of Oshun's favourite things. So echinacea. The other thing is cinnamon. I like cinnamon in my hot chocolate. I can't really have a hot chocolate without cinnamon. Every first of the month, I blow cinnamon and salt into my house. There's just too much synchronicities. All my hand washes are milk and honey. For the last year, say, I've switched sugar to honey, and honey tastes way better than any sugar did. I like honey face masks. There's just so much, yeah, it blows my mind. Obviously, Oshun was dark skin as well. I'm dark skin. There's many synchronicities, but as I said, I'm not going to share them all in this video. I will do a part 2, and I will break down everything into significant detail, because it's just like, whoa. It blew my mind. Now, many people think they are Omar Oshun, but there's too much synchronicities for me not to believe. I mean, when there's too much, there is way too much for me not to believe. So I have to move forward with what I know. And even the time now, it's 8:55 in the morning. Oshun's number is the 5. 5 is my lucky number. It's just little things like that. And then when I was watching the video and I was washing up my dishes, I said, give me a sign. It was 21:55. So I screenshotted it. I add that as well. So it's just like, wow, there's too much synchronicities, where 5 is one of my lucky numbers. So, like, we have to make things make sense. Like, I can't make this up if I wanted to. So many people will try and steer you from your path. But if you have a deep knowing and you know it just is what it is. Now, I don't need to go to other people for confirmation. The confirmation is in my actions rather than my words. How I get treated, how I get respected.
The people who had to practice it and who had to try to channel it and try to work towards it. We're speaking about the natural ability here, okay? So the people who are naturally graceful and have that natural finesse to them, you know, the people who have like a way with words and people who are naturally into the fine arts and humanities, these would be people who are Oshun.
It's of a greater power. So this journey is just going to be amazing. So if you are interested, please like, please comment, please subscribe. Have you got traits of Oshun as well? Please like, please comment, please subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2.
This is my alter ego. Anita Maxwin. Anita Maxwin.